2025 Kia K5 has been extensively refreshed both on the outside, inside, and underneath the hood. And today, thanks to Kia of Port Charlotte, Florida, I'm going to be able to take in a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out, see what's new, and take a complete look around this vehicle, jump inside, play with the technology, and take it for a test drive at the end of this video. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's get back to this. Some people say that the sedans are going away and they're giving room to the SUVs, and that might be so in some cases, but the mid-size sedan non-luxury market is actually booming. We have the brand new Toyota Camry. We have the brand new Honda Accord that was redesigned last year. The Hyundai Sonata, which is the sibling to this vehicle, was redesigned just this year. And the Kia K5 has also been heavily refreshed. So let's take a look and see what's new. And we have the brand new headlights, brand new LED daytime running lamps, turn signals, creating a completely different light signature that we've seen before. Now, the headlights on this GT line model are LED, but they're reflector LED lights. And we also have the LED fog lamps right down on the bottom. I like this sporty appearance of this vehicle. That's what you get on the GT line, as well as the more powerful GT. And if you like the exterior color of this vehicle, they call it yacht blue, looking really nice and sharp. You have the big Kia logo right in front, piano black grille, lots of open spaces for extra cooling of what's underneath the hood. And that has changed from the base version of the last year's model. So let's pop the hood and find out. So last year on the base K5, you found the 1.6-liter turbocharged engine. That's no longer available. And instead, we have the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder engine producing 191 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. Now, it's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it's available on this model either in the front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Now, the hood is nicely propped up by the hood struts on both sides. It's got some sound insulation, and that should really make up for a nice and quiet ride, and I'm definitely going to check that out at the end of this video. Some people say if it's not broken, don't fix it, and Kia definitely left the side profile alone, looking very similar to the previous model. And let's take a look, see what we have as far as the wheel and tire setup. Now on this GT line, we have 18-inch wheels. I like the design of it. They're two-color. You can see the disc brakes, of course, and the calipers in the back. As far as the tires, we have 235, 45, R18, and those are Pirelli's P0 tires. Like the color of it, as I mentioned before, this is the yacht blue, looking really sharp on this vehicle. I like it with combination of the piano black. Not sure why Kia left the surroundings of the windows on top in chrome, but I guess there is a reason for their madness. We're going to check that out in just a bit. But you have the black mirrors with the turn signal that's built inside of them. You also have the blind spot assist, and of course the vehicle is equipped with a smart entry system. As long as the key is somewhere on you, I can lock and unlock this vehicle with pressing off the button. You see the bottom of the window is black. Pillars are black, but the top trim continues, and it kind of makes a curve and connects both sides of the vehicle. That's why I said there is a reason to their madness. I like this sloped glass. We have the shark fin antenna on top, the third brake light, and of course, brand new LED lamps. Now they're looking really sharp. Let me turn them on for you. They glow really nice and bright, and as you can see, this is a one piece. Basically, there's a trim connecting both of them. Now you have the Kia in the middle, and underneath here you'll have the rear view camera as well as the trunk release. K5 on one side, GT line on the other side. As you scroll down in the middle, you have a diffuser, and on the sides, instead of an exhaust, you have a exhaust simulator trim. Well, this is piano black with some polished aluminum accent. Actually, it's looking pretty good. I kind of wish that they left the exhausts as exposed on it. Now, as far as the reflector lights, they're right here alongside with the reverse lights. Well, let's pop the trunk and see how much room we have. And you can open it up several different ways. One of the ways, of course, is just walk up to it, press the release button. The other one from the inside, and the third one is using this brand new remote. So we have this brand new Kia remote. On the side, there's a set of buttons. Here's your lock, unlock, hold to release the trunk. And then we also have a hold for the panic button. So the trunk is open right on top. Nothing too crazy about it other than the handle to help you pull it down and close it. And then we have two levers to help you release the seats. 60-40 split as far as the seats, and quite a bit of trunk space for a mid-size sedan. Underneath the floorboard, we have a temporary use spare tire and the tools to remove and replace the spare tire with. Let's take a look and see what we have for passengers. Here it is, starting with the rear door panel. Now, I like Kia for not being cheap in the back. Now, this is soft material. This is all soft material, and this is padded as well. Plus, you have some nice trimming on the inside instead of just having this big black blob. And you have this polished aluminum looking door handles, another polished aluminum trim piece. And this, if you can see, it's completely different than the top portion of it. You also have some piano black accents, of course, window controls, and a little bit of storage at the bottom of the seat. But wait till we get inside. Check this out, guys. Now, this is the syntax material. This is not a leather, but it's looking so good. Now, you have the combination of light gray and black, and we also have the combination of solid and perforated with some contrast stitching right here in the middle. Visually very appealing. Now, the front seats have the seat back storage in the back, and we have two USB Type-C ports right here at the bottom. There are no vents on the console itself, but there are vents underneath the seats. I actually went down and verified them for you. Let me see if I can fit inside. And let's check this out, guys. Now, guys, I want to make one thing straight and confess to something that I've been saying for the last few years on my channel. I said that I'm 6 feet tall. And I was at one point, but I measured myself yesterday with a very precise equipment, and I'm just over 5'11". So 5'11", I have plenty of headroom, I have tons of knee room, and I have plenty of shoulder room. So if you are planning to carry your friends around, this definitely is a good vehicle for you. Let's check it out and see what's going on in the front. Now let's listen to the sound of the closing door, check the quality of this vehicle. Boom. Nice and solid. I think I'd give it 8, 9 out of 10. Front door panel looks like the rear door panel with this good looking trim over here, some polished aluminum. And in addition to just the window switches, we have the mirror, window, and lock controls down here. We have the BOSE stereo, more storage at the bottom of the door. You have the K5 here underneath this film. I kind of wish that it was illuminated or maybe a different color, but take a look at the seats. Well, first of all, both passenger and driver seats have the power adjustments. And now, as far as the seats, nicely sculpted, not too aggressive, but good looking seats. This is the syntax material I mentioned in the back, GT line and BOSE right here. Behind and down here you see the perforation. You also see this nice solid trim in the middle with the contrast stitching. Overall, looking awesome. Let's take a look at the rest of this interior. Here it is, guys, the brand new interior of this 2025 Kia K5, and I love it. I think this is the best looking out of the midsize sedans that I've seen so far. Let's take a look, starting at right on top. This is nice and soft, padded with this either Softex or kind of a nylon looking material. Now you have those big vents on the side, connecting trim matching. This is also matching to what we've seen on the side of the door. We have some piano black. A lot of different trims. Definitely good looking vehicle. We have this big 12.3-inch screen right here in the middle, and then the same bezel we have also this digital gauge cluster. Take a look at the steering wheel, sporty, flat at the bottom, GT line, and on the left hand side we have different modes, and that's gonna control the different features that you can set up with it. So this is customizable. This is customizable as well. Now we have the voice control, volume, and phone. On the other side, we have the menu pages, and then we have the lane keep assist and the adaptive cruise control. Big Kia logo in the middle. No pedal shifters on this GT line, but there's a way to switch gears manually there as well. Let's take a look. So this is your digital gauge cluster. Now, this is not the fully digital one. Yes, you still have the same display, but the only customizable portion is right here in the middle here. So let's see what we have. We can scroll down, and we have the lane keep assist. So now we have the tire pressure. Keep on going, current trip. We can put the compass in here and then back to the lane keep assist. So this is very little customization as far as that. And now let me see if I can switch it, if I change the different drive modes. So it's not connected to the drive modes. I don't know if they doesn't come standard from the factory like this, but I'll show you how to do that. And that probably just going to change the background based on what does Sonata do at Hyundai. So, but all the information is there. So on the right-hand side, you have the tachometer. On the left-hand side, speedometer. And then the lights are on. The fog lights are on. I was just showing you that. So I can turn that on. I'll put it in auto. And that shows up on the screen right here. 92 degrees outside, 21 miles on the vehicle. And let's move to the infotainment system. So let's go back to the main screen here. Now this is all touch screen. Okay, this is your main screen. Right here is your navigation. Open it up. Comes standard with this vehicle, so you don't have to subscribe to it or anything like this. You do on the Toyota, and you have to pay extra for it at Honda. So go back to the main screen. Here's your radio, Sirius XM. You also have the AM and FM. You have the phone projection. So you can connect Android Auto or Apple CarPlay wirelessly or with USB cable, whichever one you prefer. You have your voice memo system. This is the new menu that we've seen on some of the newer Kias as well. Now you can record it. We have 128 megabytes available, and you can store it for later. So if you are the person who likes to record things, you can do that. We have to have Kia Connect to check the weather, or you can just look outside. Probably easier. Valet mode, vehicle diagnostics, setup, maintenance, HD, radio data, online manual. This is basically a QR code to the link to the owner's manual online. But if we go back, let's see maintenance right now. We don't have any alerts. And again, you have to have Kia Connect, which is the subscription service. And as far as the setup, let's take a look. So cluster, this is how you will do the theme selection. So cluster theme selection, we're going to link it to the drive mode, and I'm going to go back in here and see if anything changes as far as the different drive modes. So as sport gives you a little bit more of a redder background. My drive and normal are basically the same, but that's where you change it. In the infotainment system, you have the welcome sound. You can turn it on or off. Buttons, the ones on the steering wheel, the one underneath the navigation system, all of them can be customizable. As you can see, there's a wide selection of buttons to choose from, and each of them can do different functions if you set them up like this. Go back to this main screen, put it in reverse, and let's check out the rear view camera. Okay, good quality camera. Kind of wish that it took the entire screen and maybe have the silhouette of a vehicle inside of it. But we do have the active trajectory lines and how many angles we have. So we have the top down, narrow and wide. So probably have one more than mostly you'll see. Like at Honda, you only have the narrow and wide. You don't have the top down view. And the quality is good. Like I mentioned before, I would like to see that full screen. So here's this is your infotainment system. Down here at the bottom, you have vents, and they're blowing really nice and cold air. So the air conditioning is really working here. And I love this screen. This is the second screen that you have. And it's a multi-function screen. And the way you switch it is, you see those buttons here. Right now, we have the AC mode. So basically, you have the temperature control. This is a dual zone climate control here in the front. And these knobs adjust the temperature. But if you hit that top button, these knobs become the volume and power knob on the left-hand side, file and tune on the right-hand side, or you can flip-flop them. That's one of the options that you have as well. Home, map, search, seek, track media, and setup. You know, this is the custom button as well that can be set up in the infotainment system. This takes you to the home screen. So really nice setup. We've seen it on some of the other new Kias before as well. Here's your charging media station, basically. You have two USB Type-C ports. This one you can select as far as the charging, and data, and this is for charging only. And you also have a wireless charging pad down here at the bottom. Open this up if you prefer to charge it through the regular 12-volt cigarette lighter style charger. And here's your shifter. I like it. Okay, regular style shifter. If you move it all the way to the bottom and move it to the left, you're able to control the gears manually. So even though we have no pedal shifters on the steering wheel, you can still do that. Big cup holders. Auto hold for your brakes. Here's your electronic brake, park assist, or parking sensor, I should say, drive modes, and here are your heated seats. Of course, that's something at 92 degrees we're not going to use. The console opens up, bit more storage here. And let's move up on top. Nothing too special as far as this mirror. And then on top, we have a console here that has the LED lights. Now, this is an upgrade too. You just basically touch the lights, open up. You can set them up for the door. Kia Connect, if you're in trouble, hit that red button. Then we have the panoramic sunroof. Opens up, slides open, and gives you a lot of air. Gives you a lot of light getting into the cabin with this nice windscreen. Let me know what you think about the interior of it. I am very impressed, especially after looking at all of the new midsize sedans that's been redesigned, refreshed for this year. I think this one takes the cake. Let's take it for a spin. Well, I love the exterior, love the interior. Yeah, I love the features of it, guys. And one cool thing about it too is the price. So the Kia K5 starts with the LXL front-wheel drive trim, starts just under $27,000, $26,990. GT line, the one that I'm sitting in right now, has a starting MSRP of $27,990, and then we're going to the GT line all-wheel drive, $29,590. So you got another $1,500 basically to get you into all-wheel drive. GT, which is the 290 horsepower, 33,090, and the top of the line is the EX, is 34,490. So definitely nicely priced within the segment. You know, a lot less than the competition. So a lot less than the Honda Accord, actually about the same starting price as a Honda Accord, which is about, you know, 27,500. Same thing with the Toyota Camry LE. They start at about 27 or so, and then they quickly go up from there. We're going to start this driving session right here in this parking lot. We're going to see how it turns, right? Okay, let's see. Steering wheel all the way to the left. Well, let's make a circle. Wow. Nice and tight. Okay, I have it in the sport mode. So the steering wheel is a little bit tighter. The suspension, I mean, whether you have it in the sport mode or not, it's going to be the same. There's no adaptive suspension. There's no adaptive dampers or anything like this. But it feels okay. I mean, it's right there in the middle. It's not too soft. It's not too loose. And, you know, we're going to check out the off-the-line acceleration. We're going to take it on the road. Okay, I mean, it's not a speed demon, but it's going to hopefully get you safely merged in traffic. I think it's going to be about 7 seconds, 0 to 60 or something like this. I think I know that the GT, which is a 290 horsepower, tested out about 5.3 seconds, 0 to 60. And merging in traffic shouldn't be an issue. Get this accelerated to about 45, 50 miles per hour. No issues here. If you want to have more fun driving, consider going with the GT. That one has a lot more power. It has an 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, which, by the way, this one is an 8-speed transmission, regular torque converter. We don't have any of that CVT stuff here, and I know a lot of people don't like the CVT transmission, including myself. I like the regular torque converter. There's something about it, hearing the gear switch, and if the transmission is tuned nicely, it's perfect, right? Well, this one is tuned for the city driving, for the everyday commuter driving, definitely not for speed, but I mean, it's good nevertheless. And of course, the one thing that we haven't talked about is the gas mileage. The combined number is 29. It's 36 on the expressway and 27 in the city. So not bad considering it's not a hybrid. But if you are looking for a gas sipping vehicle, well, maybe wait for the hybrid. I'm pretty sure the hybrid's going to come up with this one, but the new Toyota Camry is a hybrid. It's got 47 miles per gallon on the SE. I think it's got 50 on the regular LE, which is the base trim. So now, is this better than the competition? Is this better than the Accord, the Camry? Is it better than the Nissan Altima? And I would say yes and no, depending on what you're looking for out of the vehicle. I think where Kia really shines is the design, is the amount of features that you have on the vehicle, is the price. The price is really competitive as well, because let me just give you an example. The comparably equipped Toyota Camry SE, which is the second from the bottom one, would be about $35,000. And we're talking the bigger screen, we're talking a couple extra added options. Yeah, about 35. This one, yes, it has a couple extra features that I'm going to list in the description of this video, is about 31. That's with destination and everything. So about $4,000 difference. Now, of course, the gas mileage difference. As far as the horsepower, the Toyota Camry, it's only available as a hybrid. It's got a little bit more powerful engine, but it's got a better warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles, industry leading warranty that covers the engine and transmission. So here's your powertrain warranty. You can't forget about that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll leave the decision up to you. But I would love to hear your comments to see if this one is better than the new Camry, new Accord, or the new Altima, and which one would you choose and why? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something about this brand new 2025 K5. And if you did, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.